Hello and welcome back to our channel, Southland Repair. Last time we left this Nissan Leaf Head Unit disassembled. As you can see, we took out the main board. If you missed that video, you can see a link on the top right corner now. So today we're gonna install the CAN bus filter, what the customer provided to us. This little device basically is stopping the head unit to communicate with the MCU unit and asking code what the customer don't know. So making possible to use this head unit which was just booked from eBay. Alright, first we're gonna use some flux and we're gonna little bit pre-solder the connections on the filter. Now we're using a little bit lower temperature what we normally do, because these are very sensitive devices. Basically they're not maybe the best quality. So these connections you can really easily rip off if you're using a higher temperature. So we're using 280, 300 Celsius usually. 280 on this little filter and 300 on the main board. That one can prevent to degrade these connections and rip them off from the board. Alright, so first we're gonna provide plus 5 volt and ground. We're using the same color of cables as we can see on the provided documents. So like red, brown, purple, blue, etc. So the red is providing 5 voltage, the brown is ground, purple and blue is C1 high and low, HR, and yellow and the green is C2 high and low. This is all need to connect the little unit inside. Now you can spot the little differences between the provided picture and the reality. Basically, a few capacitors are missing where we installed the 5 voltage now on the ground. Obviously on the ground it doesn't matter, but on the 5 voltage I was a little bit worried about that. So I asked the customer to check everything is alright. Because obviously I don't know why these capacitors originally planned to be done and why is it missing in this case, but it was no problem. So if you're missing them on your unit, don't worry about it. It's not necessary to make things work. Alright, so now we have the voltages, plus 5 and the ground. We just need the 4 data points to connect. That one is very easy basically. As you can see, this 4 point, this is where we have to put the 4 wire. Now, because we are using lower temperature, you have to be extra careful about not making a cold joint, where, as you can see, this can snap off very easily. So always gently try to pull the cable, try to move a little bit to see if your solder is perfect. Obviously in a car where it's shaking, you can go through rough roads, that connection has to hold. So double check. Yep, I'm happy with that one. The blue, not really. That one is snapped off. Yep. Now it's good. gonna be good. It's nice and solid. Now let's see the blue one. Very good. Now I'm gonna apply a little tape on these two connections. Just make things easier when we are doing the other two in the opposite direction, that they're not gonna touch. And the green was a very quick one, so that's alright. Unfortunately, the yellow gave me a little headache. Look, you're trying to use fox. If it's not working, if it's really a little bit messy, just clean it up with isopropyl alcohol, and after just try it again with a little flux, maybe a fresh soldering, cut back the cable, and this yellow was a little bit nightmare for me, but finally it gave up. Alright, now once you have a nice solid soldering, I'll be using just a simple glue gun to secure this cable. That one is give some flexibility, not much, but something. But also it's gonna secure the cables. It's not gonna floating around in the car. Let's make sure it's really gonna stay there. This doesn't have to be perfect, but yeah, it's very good idea if you wait a minute until it's cooled down a little bit. Don't top with your hand like I did. It's a lovely burning sensation. Try to avoid it. Now, if your soldier is not gonna hold, or it's not a problem, isopropyl alcohol can take off this glue very quickly, very easily, without any damage. So that's it. I wasn't sure about how they plan to hold that filter unit on the CPU, but I took a chance like this, and it's worked. Alright, time to put together the unit. It's very good. We made a nice number on everything. We keep separately the screws that I showed you in the previous video. So that makes things much easier when you have to put together, especially if sometimes you have to order some parts or something, and it's there for 2 days. After 2 days you can't remember where it's. So much easier if you organize these parts and screws and everything. Alright, so far so good. Board. An electric screwdriver front, actually. We're using different electric screwdrivers. So obviously we had like the how do they call that one? Wow band. You know, it's a very small one. It's good for phones or iPads or something. This one is obviously stronger, but not that strong, so you can't make a about the screws here. I thought it's coming after the shield. Anyway, we're gonna switch that over quickly. So this screwdriver is not too strong. It's quite quick. Make things quicker, obviously, to I don't know, 4-6 jump a day, so you know, every minute is count. Alright, let's put this shiny board on the top. Lovely. I love these connections actually. Many times when we work with amplifiers, you know, we have so many cables what we have to connect. This one, snap on. That's it. I love it. Alright. Time to close down this lovely box. Now, as you can recall from the previous video, this unit had a slight defect on the corner. Now that one became very obvious, and it's making a little bit harder to snap together this metal place, but yeah, I'm not saying it's impossible, but let's just use a plier, and I'm not saying make it perfect, but make it better. This is what you get when you buy slightly used component on eBay, isn't it? Anyhow, just another 20 screws and we finish, yeah? As you can see, that little box is empty. Obviously we have more boxes with more screws, but this way I know we didn't miss any of them. I'm not sure how you're doing, but when I started this work I always had a few screws left, you know, even from a computer. It always was one or two extra at the end, but we get to the point where we can find all of them. Sometimes I even put back more than it was originally, especially if the customer was so kind to work on it before. Yeah, tell me about it. Alright, now it's solid. So the only thing is left is the lovely screen. Now I don't know if you remember, but on the last video we had some issues with that cable connector, which is coming very soon. The good news is really didn't break, we didn't have to replace or anything. Pain, I mean really it's a pain to replace plastic connectors. I love the idea whoever was thinking about making plastic connectors, soldering on boards with 40 connections. It's a lovely idea. Yeah, as you can see, the video is slightly fast forwarding. I'm not that fast. Maybe if I do 100 car radio, you know, after, but this is my first, so. And you don't want to sit here for 1.5 hours just to watch how I take it apart, so everything is a little bit faster than the real life. So if you do it yourself and you are much slower, don't worry, be patient and you get there. On YouTube everything looks much faster and much easier. Now that lovely connector. I have strong feelings about it. It's mostly not love, but strong feelings. A little bit remind me to the Nssan notebooks or Asus. You have 4 cm space to use your fingers. And the same lovely connection. Alright, it's time to put back these 4 screws. But I almost forgot to take them out last time. Yay! And a lovely piece. Now around there we have a few more. Here we go. As I said, I'm not a car mechanic. I don't like to open cars, but as I can see there's the 4 clips, metal clips, which is probably holding the unit in the car. I mean, I'm guessing it's logical. Or if you want a nice screwdriver, what you can work for a week. We bought this one in Bosch or one from the Little. Let's be honest, that one is one of my favorites. The Bosch, Little Bosch, and the Little. It's a workhorse. It's 2 years old. It can work 3 or 4 days without charging. I love it. Yeah, this is the Bosch one. I got this one from my wife. You know what I need. Alright, finally done. That was a nice 3 hours from my life. Alright. Time to clean up. And time to start with the next customer, isn't it? It was lovely to see you again. Please don't forget to subscribe, like.
Hi. Hello. Hi.
Yep, definitely it's time to work on with the next project as the new job is coming in. Have a lovely day. Bye.